terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22 and 19 away from home.
Clock at 4. Curry kicks to Green.
6 player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry's shot is good.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
Irving against Curry. Love right side. Open jump shot off the mark.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Now here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 5.
Talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
J.R. Smith on the wing, covered by Barnes. Smith tries in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
He hits both from the stripe. Albert Thompson, he was straight off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th man of the year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career high 55% from the floor.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Outside, Green. It's 3 outside. That's good. Curry's got 8 points. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to Love. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Thompson with the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Cavaliers trailing. Irving passes to Love. Thompson sets the pick for Love. Down low, and Thompson throws it down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Bogut dishes to Curry. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Love with the screen for Irving. Easy layup after coming off the pick.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Now the dish to Barnes. Back to Barnes. There's the pass to Thompson. Green kicks to Thompson. Fires the 3. Barnes can't get it to go. Cavaliers leading. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And that one's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism. But a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
Here's Dellavedova after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. The drive by Shumpert. There's the double team with Barbosa. Here's Fry. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Here is Livingston. Pass to Spates. Feeds it to Barbosa. Mozgov with the steal. And now the Cavaliers. Fast look at that jam. I mean, it's just beautiful.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looks like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
James against Iguodala. And the rejection by Ezeli. Here's Livingston. That misses. Would have kind of had it. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into it. I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's Thompson, and it's Smith, and it's Love in at the 4. Clark kicks to Green. Dishes to Spates. There's the triple. That one goes. Count. Spates has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Warriors.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Green kicks to Curry. Lets it go with the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's the teardrop. Green with the rebound. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Rush kicks to Green. Outside Curry. Curry with another miss. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Smith the pass to Irving. Thompson dishes to Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Tries to keep it alive, and the Warriors miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. And some changes here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. Here's Dellavedova.
Shot that he has in his arsenal.
On its way from Curry for two. Curry with another miss.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. The feed to Bogut. Shot clock at 6. Here's Green, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Irving kicks to Smith. They set the pick. To the middle. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
And guys, everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
To the inside, puts up the baby hook, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for the Warriors. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Mozgov. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. The drive by Thompson. Barnes kicks to Livingston. From deep three-point range, no good. And Cleveland the other way now. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Irving, good. Golden State's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Livingston passes to Barnes. Iguodala outside. Back to Barnes from the baseline. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. Tell us a bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Yeah, I just try to come out and play my game and stay aggressive, I need to score to help this team win. I think me and the perimeter players doing a good job of that.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They played aggressive, lockdown defense. That was the main difference in the first half. Because when you come out and establish that you're going to play physical, that sets the tone for the rest of the game. On top of that, I think they showed more energy, outworking and out-hustling.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. That's the Warriors 5. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. The 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just...
That one goes in.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thanks. Thompson dishes to Green. He kicks to Bogut. Fires for 3. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Bogut. And that's now 17 points for Steph Curry. Thompson against James. The screen from Thompson. Smith outside. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Talk about great numbers for Thompson. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more. And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Harrison Barnes.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Curry passes to Barbosa. Outside Curry. Spates kicks to Curry. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. A break for Thompson. Last season, an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists. And Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player. Terrific offensive player. Outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Love kicks to Dellavedova. Love with the screen on Green. And Love has it in the corner. Here's Thompson, and he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 6.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Curry kicks to Barbosa. Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. Barbosa dishes to Curry. And he hits the jump shot. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Defensively, guys, they just don't seem to be giving the same kind of effort that they were in the first half of the game.
Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Shoots the 3. Cannot hit. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And Green gets it to go.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
The screen from Thompson. Back to LeBron. Pass to Dellavedova. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Looking to get back on track here. Kicks it out to Love, out to the wing. It's a pick by Love. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. An easy layup after coming off the pit. Love's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Kicks it to Iguodala. Wants to get it to Spades and does. Iguodala dishes to Curry. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye. And it's Irving at the 1. Golden State's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Livingston kicks to Ezeli. The 3-pointer, no good. Cavaliers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Shumpert passes to Irving. Shumpert against Thompson. The drive by Shumpert. 7-foot shot, and it's sent back by Bogut. Ezeli dishes to Livingston. He feeds it to Bogut. Thompson against Irving. Thompson misses. Now here's Irving. He's covered closely. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Cavaliers ball.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Livingston kicks to Thompson to the left side wing. Here's Azili, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Warriors lead by 3. And the Cavaliers call time here. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
You know, it was a pretty poor display from the field for them in the first half, but they've got the lead, and now the shots are starting to fall.
Yeah, it was a complete brick city in that first, but they've turned it around here in a big way. That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus. And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
And they'll keep possession. Mozgov with the bucket.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Screen by Bogut. Livingston kicks to Azili. It's hauled in by Fry. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. So they take the lead. And that's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg, does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
Cavaliers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. That's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now here is Bogut. Livingston passes to Bogut. That's tipped and stolen by James. Outside Irving. 13 feet away. And the jumper falls for him. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green comes in for Azili, and Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Then for the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Warriors trail by 5. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Irving. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot will not go. And Cleveland will come the other way.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
And he commits the intentional foul. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Smith outside. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Here's the Warriors with the ball.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 6. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 5. 17 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? And they're going to draw up something where they can get a quick shot and then maybe a foul.
That's got to be the game plan here. I mean, free throws are really their only hope. Points with the clock stopped. No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Here's Curry. 3 from the inbound. No good.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
And then Smith with the jam, putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Kevin Love. And Kevin, a very big effort to come away with this game. What does it mean to the resiliency of this team to pull out a win like this?
We're just giving ourselves a chance to win. So, I mean, we're really just grinding it out as much as we possibly can, and we're getting better every day. So, we're happy we got this win. I got to give it all to my teammates and my coaches.
Hard work pays off, Kevin. Great job. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one-on-one or one-on-5. That is a great percentage.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.